Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Joyful Yarnivores. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations, and this is the lovely Trish, the Purple Yarnivore. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is where you are. And hope that everyone is doing well and having a great week. We're running a little bit late. That's my fault. I got off work really late tonight and tried to grab something to eat really quickly and catch a few phone calls. So if I haven't called you back, it's coming. Trish, how's your week been?
It's been hot. It has been hot, so hot. I'm just, oh my God. And I work in a dry cleaner. Well, like in the back is the dry cleaning, in the front is the laundromat. And so, like, we don't have any air conditioning. And when you're working on a dry cleaning press with steam all around you, heat all around you, and everybody else's press with steam and heat just all in the same place with no air conditioning, Lord, it is miserable. And then our air conditioning isn't working the way it should be. And I'm just hot. I've just been hot all week. It's been in the 80s and 90s. And then in a few days, it's going to dip back down into the 60s. Like, the weather here is so unstable. And that's Iowa. But I'm ready for like the 60s and 70s now. So
right.
Aside from that, my week was pretty good. You know, no craziness or anything like that. So it's been good besides that, besides being just hot. Was taken by surprise by the heat, because like just the week before, I think it was like some of the highs were in the 50s and like 60s. So, and then boom, 80s and 90s.
Wow.
So yeah.
We've got a lot of people here with us tonight. So welcome in Sylvia and Jen and Shirley. Shirley says, good evening, all. Having a bad evening, but I think I got it now. Just talk to God. Oh, wow, Shirley. Sylvia says, good afternoon, ladies. How's everybody doing? Hello and welcome in Margie and Lisa and Candy. And everyone is saying hello to each other. Hello, Angela. Jen says, oh, Shirley, I'm so sorry you're having a bad day. I hope your talk with God was enlightening. God is good. Amen. Hello, Wanda. Welcome in. She says, hello, everyone. Just fueled and a couple more hours to drive. She is in Illinois tonight. Oh, wow.
Ooh, she's right next door to me.
And Jen says, where are you heading, Wanda? Hello, Deneen. Welcome in. Angela says, not going to be able to stay long tonight. Lots to do. I hear you. I hear you.
And I just want to say hello, everybody. Everyone.
Sorry, the chat got away from me. I'm trying to find where I was again.
That's okay.
Okay. I think I found it. Hello, Sandrine. Welcome in. And everyone is continuing to say hello. Welcome, Pam, Tiffany, Jean. Trish and I sure do appreciate everyone being here tonight with us. We understand that you could be anywhere else on this beautiful Thursday evening. So glad that you are here with us. So
yes, thank
always,
you.
We love to hear what's in your cup and on your hooks. Margie says, saw my back doctor yesterday. So far, no surgery is needed. Praise the Lord for that.
Thank God.
Yes. She said he gave her some meds to help with inflammation, and we'll probably be seeing him again in 2 months, and we'll go from there. Awesome. That is so
I
good.
hope those meds work.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, back surgery, that just sounds scary because they're messing with your spine, you know.
I know that all too well.
It's a very delicate place.
Wanda says she is heading home and will be there tomorrow night. That is awesome. There's no place like home.
That's right.
So tonight, I'm back in my squad cup, my peanut gang, and I am drinking my favorite tea of all times, which is the apple cinnamon tea. Trish, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking water in between swallows of, believe it or not, tea. Okay.
What?
So yes. Okay. So if you saw my community post on my ancestry DNA test, number one, I'm Hungarian and Czech. So, and then number two, I'm Scottish.
Wow.
Holy cow, like blown away. Okay. So my friend Christine sent me by surprise some Scottish teas.
Oh, that's amazing.
And one of them's a Scottish breakfast tea. And then the one I'm drinking is like raspberry and blackberry, I want to say.
Oh,
So yeah, they're off in my kitchen, so I won't get up and get them. But yeah, just out of the blue. I so wasn't expecting it. But it's so funny because I grew up with my mom telling me I'm German, English, and Hungarian. Like my three number ones, right? Because my last name is Hadrich. But if you were to say it in German, it'd be something like Hadrich or something like that. So, like, my dad's side is very German and Hungarian, from what I know. And my mom's side is very English, you know. I mean, my great grandmother's name was Elizabeth Barnes. My grandfather's name is George Andrew Smith, you know. My mom's name was Ellen Smith for her middle, like very English names, you know. I thought for sure, like, I would see English and German, like, in the first top two.
That's so amazing, though, Scottish. I love it.
But no, it was Hungarian and Slovak, and then it was Scottish. I'm like, Scottish? I never heard about any Scottish in my family. What is this? It's number 2 on the list. Who in my family's walking around in a kilt? I never met anybody.
That is awesome. I love the Scottish heritage.
I was just so surprised by my results. And English and German are way on the bottom. We're talking like, you know, I think English was like 6%. And German was like 3 or 4%. I don't know. It's in my community post. I took screenshots and posted it. But yeah, so surprised by my results.
That is awesome, though.
I kind of wish my mom was still alive so I could share the results with her, but yeah, very interesting. I kind of want my daughter to take a test to see like what she is, because you just spit into a tube, you know, so it's not invasive or anything, because I like to see what comes up for her.
Yeah,
because like her dad knew nothing about like his side of the family, so yeah. So awesome. I don't know. at some point I might invest in a kit for her to spit into and see what comes up. But
that would be fun and interesting.
it is fun. It's just so funny how, like, you know, you're raised believing you have certain things, you know, and then you take a DNA test and it's all just a big lie, you know. But it's so cool and interesting too. So yeah, fun.
Jean says that she's wrapped up on the couch and cup is empty, but she doesn't want to get up and refill it. I hear you. I hear you. Pam says that she is drinking Dr. Pepper, and she says Grafkin is done and all tails woven in. That is a big whoop whoop, Pam. Congratulations. Now she's working on some loveys. Hello, welcome, Dana. So glad you're here with us. Lisa says, Trish, on my mom's side of the family, there is English and Irish. Oh my gosh. I would just, Ireland and Scotland, those are just some of the places I would love to go visit. Margie says she is 38% English and Northwestern European and 34% Scottish.
Wow, that's cool. You know what? Another thing that shocked me is because my distant relative is William Bradford. He was the governor of the Mayflower settlement.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he wrote on Plymouth Plantation. I think it was basically just his diary, you know. But yeah, if you've ever read that book on Plymouth Plantation by William Bradford, I'm related to that dude. So yeah, the fact that I came up as Scottish and the fact that English was so low on the totem pole, I was just, what the heck?
Hello, Renee. Welcome in, Grandma Anna. And Grandma Anna says she is half Cuban and a mix of English, Irish, Scottish, and German. Oh my gosh. Your whole heritage.
That is an interesting mix.
Yes. I don't really know all of mine per se. I've got English, French, of course, American, Welsh, and Cherokee Indian is what I've been told. But
you should do the test, Cynthia. You should do the test.
I should. Oh, wow. Grandma Anna says, I found a sister that I never knew I had by doing the testing. Wow.
That is cool. I have a first cousin that I sent a message to on Ancestry, and I found him on Facebook and I sent a message, but I have not heard from him. He did not respond. Everyone else is like third and fourth cousins. So, like, I'm not going to write to those people. I don't even, like, that's, where do third and fourth cousins come from? Like, I don't know.
Well, your first cousins have babies and then their babies have babies. Right?
Yeah, but it says they're like third and fourth cousins, but a lot of them look older than me, so.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Lisa says her dad's side is from Germany. There's 3 letters missing from her last name by the time it got to Australia. Oh, wow. And Jean says her great-great-grandfather immigrated from Scotland and her great-great-grandmother was Irish. Oh, my gosh. The other great-great-grandmother was American Indian, and who knows about great-great-grandfather? Oh, my gosh. What a beautiful heritage. All right. So continue telling us what's in your cup and what is on your hook. I have a couple things I want to share and talk about. I just don't know where to start. So Trish, let's start with this. No, let's start with our hooks first, and then we'll go into our make along. All right. So I have a finished object, finally. And I'm going to tilt the camera a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. Look, you guys, there's my poncho. I'm going to try to bring the camera closer without making y'all really sick and dizzy. So actually, I'm just going to tilt it a little bit so you can see. I can get the camera right. My poncho, but I can't get the camera right. Sorry. I'm trying. You guys,
it looks great.
Didn't that come out nice? Oh my gosh, I am so in love with my poncho. It was worth the hard work. Look at that. And then I embellished it on the sides with these wooden heart buttons.
Those are so cute.
But oh my gosh, look at that. And it's long. But yes, I am very much in love with my poncho. All those extended single crochets paid off.
So would you ever do it again?
Not an extended single crochet, I wouldn't. I really don't see what the difference between single crochet and the extended crochet. I mean, it looks the same as if it was done in single crochet. To me, do you think?
I think so. I think it's not much of a difference.
If I ever did this again, which I love the pattern, I would probably have to do it in half doubles at least.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Mine turned out huge, like super huge. It turned out huge. Okay, so I decided if I go up one hook size, I could go down 2 pattern sizes. I did the smallest size in the pattern, which is like a small medium, using only, okay, so like I'm a 2X, okay, 2X. So I figured if I'm going to go up one hook size and I would do the 2X, that if I go down to the small, it would probably still be a little bit small, but I would just give it to somebody, right? But no. The world turned upside down, okay? And went bizarro. Because just going up one hook size, I swear this poncho is like a 4 or a 5X. It is huge. It is huge.
Well, it'd be great for like a campfire or something.
I'm just like,
warm.
How can I be a 2X, go up only one hook size, go down 2 pattern sizes, and it's still giant huge? I don't like, it's just, I don't know what to say. And I used the mandala yarn. I used the same yarn that was in the pattern, just a different colorway. And it's huge.
So
it's
based on the last poncho we did and how big it came out, I chose to do this one in the 1-2X size, you know, and I only went up half a hook size, and it does still hang rather loose on me, but with the fact that it's cotton, I think that's what helped keep it from being bigger than what it could have been with me going up a half a hook size.
Like stretching.
But it is perfect enough that it gives me that little bit of extra flowing, you know, so it looks like a poncho. And then, of course, with, you know, my shirt coming out from underneath it, it makes it look really attractive. I'm so happy with it. I keep touching it, you know. So
that's awesome, though.
Yeah. But real quick, Aisha is here with us. Welcome in. So glad you're here. And Grandma Anna says she's drinking coffee with sweet cream, working on a toddler blanket for an Afghan refugees. That is exciting. Excuse me. Tiffany has water and she's working on a Japanese knot bag that Bag O' Day posted the other day. I saw that. That is really cool.
You know, I think Ophelia Talks. I think there's a Japanese knot bag on her channel too.
Welcome in, Sharon. So glad you're here with us. And of course, everybody's complimenting the poncho. And thank you so much for that. I love it too. It was a lot of work. I will wear it with pride. I am planning to wear it this Saturday to the farmer's market as part of my display, so to speak, my walking, talking, advertising billboard I shall be. But no, I will not make another one in single crochet. I will be happy to make one for someone, you know, if they're willing to accept it in a half double. But anyway, to do it in a single crochet, you couldn't afford me.
Right.
So, because I would make it so high that they would say, yeah, no, because Cynthia doesn't want to do it again in single crochet. But I'm very happy and I'm very proud of it. And I'm so glad I did it.
So I completed 2 objects today, 2 simple objects. They were pretty fun to make, very easy to make.
Do you mind if I finish mine real quick? My projects?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So my other project that I am working on, I finished one and I took a bite into my creativity. I have a lot of, well, here's some right here I can show you. I have a lot of this sachet Star Bella yarn that, you know, once was popular to make these scarves out of. I mean, like I have 3 humongous Rubbermaid storage bins full of it.
Oh, wow.
Because when the scarves were popular, they were fast and easy and quick to make up. And so I got all kinds of colors, you know, and stuff. And back then they were going fast. They were selling well, but then they kind of went out of style. So then I took that yarn and I was making hair scrunchies, which I did sell some this past Saturday. But anyway, I wanted something else to do with it. And so I've been tossing around the ideas like taking canvas bags and using it to go around the bag and making kind of like a frilly, fluffy bag. But I thought, oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's just a lot of work. It would take forever to do one bag because you'd have to tack it down each row as well with needle and thread to kind of keep it to the bag, you know, even though it's connected with each layer, you'd still have to tack it to the bag. So I got to thinking, and literally this brainstorm came to me one night in the middle of the night. I had a dream and the project came out just like my dream. You ready? I took a little girl's shirt and I made a cute little ruffle bottom to it. So tell me what you think. So I'm real excited and it worked out really fast and really quick. And it used a good bit of the sachet yarn, unlike the hair scrunchies, you know, they barely take anything. And so I took it to work and I showed my boss and I'm like, I need your honest opinion. Would you ever let your daughter wear something like that? And he was like, yes. And so that was it. I was sold. So now I'm working on another one. And this one's going to be blue. And right now I'm going around it with mercerized yarn and just kind of creating a seam to crochet off of. And then like that sachet is the one that will go with this one. So it'll be blue and white and it matches well. And then I have different forms of that sachet yarn. So here's one that's kind of silky and looks like that. So I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I'm going to try and match it with this shirt. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. There's the shirt. So it's got the little paint polka dots on it, and it's got purple in it. It's purple, pink, and an aqua blue. So I'm going to do that around it. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's not really zooming in. But anyway, so those are my new projects. And that's what I've been working on besides baby shower stuff. So, all right, Trish.
I think that is just absolutely fantastic. And what a creative and interesting way to get rid of sachet yarn, honestly.
Well, thank you.
Something different besides scarves that always end up in Goodwill anyway. So I love it. That is so fantastic. Tutorial, please.
I can do that. I'm sorry, but we have to do a little bit of a happy dance. Look at what is on the screen right now.
I have to do.
Box has moved. It's traveled. Can you see it?
What is it?
Christy got her joy box today. A joy box has moved.
Woohoo!
Our joy boxes have been kind of like lost. One was in one place. Well, one's been in one place for like 8 months, but supposedly today, this morning, it is on its way to me. And then another one has been in the same place for about 4.5 months. And then this one was in the same place for about 3 months. And it's now with Christy. Woo woo! I'm so happy.
That's awesome.
So we'll definitely be getting a new Traveling Joy Box update next Thursday. So I'm sorry, Trish. I had to interrupt. What is on your hook, love?
That's okay.
Yay,
so right now I'm working on a summer top. Kind of in the rounds thing. I just started it last night.
Oh, that's
I'm
pretty.
using the Premier. I think it's a discontinued yarn now, but the Premier Rodeo.
That's pretty.
It's 100%. I think it's 100% cotton, 85% cotton, 15% polyester, and it's 265 yards. And I've got 3 balls of this. It's purple and white, and then I got 3 balls of white and purple. So I'm kind of working on this summer top right now. And then, okay, so let me just preface this by saying I love to watch Lisa at, oh my goodness. What is her channel name? I just thought of it and then I forgot it just like that. I'll think of it here in a little bit. Anyway, she was talking about how creative grandma Glenda had a tutorial for a shower poof or a poof, you know, a scrubbing poof. So I had to get one more skein of yarn for this blanket I'm working on. I don't know if you remember, it's a striped blanket in different shades of purple. And I needed one more skein of the darkest color. And I thought, you know what? All my cotton is in storage, and I am not going to go through my storage unit today to hunt down my cotton. So I went and I bought some cotton, and I made 2 poofs.
Oh, those are cute.
So here's the first one. I know it looks like brains.
So was it easy to make, or?
They are easy to make. And this is the other one I made. I made this one for my daughter.
That's my favorite right there.
I just got the Crafter Square cotton. So I made 2 poofs today.
What colorway was that last one?
Huh?
What's the colorway on the last one?
It's the Hobby Lobby Crafter Square, and it is the color At the Fairgrounds.
At the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love bright
and
colors.
this blue one here, it is called Turquoise Rainbow Bridge. And probably tomorrow I'll make another one. And it takes about 1 1/4 skeins of yarn.
So if you get 3, you can make 2.
Yes. So this one's called Valentine's Day. So my next one will be in these colors. They are fun to make. A little rough on the, well, I'm a knife holder, so I hold my crochet hook like this. And so it gets really sore in here after making 2 of them. But it doesn't bother me enough to quit making them. And by the way, if you do any kind of craft fairs or anything, those sell like hotcakes. I was told that they sell like hotcakes. So
what would you sell something like that for?
Probably between $5 and $8. But the craft, you got your cotton now is for the cheap kitchen cotton, we're looking at an average of maybe $2.50. So if you're going to use 2 skeins, you'd only get your cost.
Right.
So I'd probably sell them for $8, because here's the selling point. Okay. You ever get those mesh type poofs at Walmart? You spend $2 and they fall apart in a couple weeks. Okay. How annoying, right? You make one at home. It's cotton. You sell it for $8. You just throw it in the washer and dryer. Poof. You got a clean poof. You can reuse it over and over and over again. It's not going to fall apart like those cheap mesh poof plastic things that you get at Walmart or whatever.
See, that's the selling point for me, is that you can wash them. Because see, I'm that type of person. Once I use a towel, it doesn't matter if it's in the kitchen, the bathroom, it doesn't get used again because of germs. And so the fact that you can take it and throw it in the wash and wash it, yeah, that's a huge selling point for me.
Oh yeah, it'll last you so much longer than any poof you buy at the store. So honestly, yeah, I would definitely sell them for $8 a piece.
I may have to make Mr. Joyful one for Father's Day. He loves using those, but I don't, just because of the mere fact that you can't really wash them. But he loves them. So,
well, now you can make one and it can be washed. So
yeah.
So worth it. But yeah, I would definitely sell it. I would sell them for $8 because you're going to spend about $5 in just the supplies anyway.
Right. Jean says that extended single crochet is one of her favorite stitches.
Wow.
Me too, but not in a project that big.
That is awesome. I mean, I hate the stitch. I never, ever want to do it again. But I think I was telling Cynthia one day, I said, you know what? If you hate a stitch, there's going to be somebody out there who loves that stitch and can't get enough of it. And that's why I'm just like, wow. That's pretty cool that you love that stitch. To each his own,
Chrissy says her adopted family are descendants of John Alden from the Mayflower. And Sharon says, working on soap pouches right now. And My chat jumped. I'm so sorry. Come back. You guys, I completely, oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. And Crafty Heart is with us. Hello, ladies. Hello, everyone in the chat. And Candy says, I'm outa. I'm not sure what that meant.
Out. She's leaving.
Well, that's what I would have thought, but I'm looking at the time and it's not her normal time to get off work. Thank you, Margie. She says it turned out beautifully. Speaking of Margie, real quick, today in my community tab, I put some pictures up of some of Margie's stitch markers. So you guys go check them out, please. And I also dropped her link in that announcement as well, so you can go over to her channel. And Grandma Anna says that she completed the Spider-Man blanket for her grandson. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I know he's going to love it. Sharon says she has a bunch of that sachet yarn as well. Hello, Liz. Welcome in. So glad you're here. And everyone is commenting on the shirt. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much for all of your comments. Oh, she's saying I'm kind of blurry. Maybe
You look a little hazy.
Huh. Maybe I just need to clean my camera. I'll have to make sure I do that before tomorrow. Thank you for letting me know that. Tiffany says that is super cute. I would make those for my grandbabies. Are you going to do a tutorial for that? Looks like I'm going to be. So it probably will not happen until the 1st of next month, to be honest. I've been so busy getting this baby shower together, and I'm so happy that it's finally here. It'll be this Sunday, but I'll be so happy to have it behind me. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of work, but it's been fun. Thank you, Jen. She says that was a great idea. Sylvia says, Cynthia, can you put some of that sachet on the sleeves to match the bottom part? I had thought about doing that, but when I was working on it last night, Megan was here and we were watching Call the Midwife, and I asked her for her opinion, and we got to thinking about it. And the only reason why I didn't is because that would be sitting right up against their little arms, and I would be afraid that that sachet yarn might be just a little bit
like tickly.
Yeah, because it would flow and move around. So, but anyway, so I decided to just leave it on the bottom. But we had talked about it and I thought about it. On the bottom, I'm doing 3 rounds. So there's 3 rounds of it on the bottom. And I thought about doing just 1 round on the sleeves. But again, yeah, we thought it'd be kind of tickly. And believe it or not, that sachet, even as light as it is, or scarfy yarn or whatever you want to call it, it actually gives a good bit of weight to the bottom of this too. So you wouldn't really want to have any weight on the arms. Shirley says, I just love that. The twins would look so cute. Well, I'm definitely going to have to do a tutorial. It would be my honor to do that. Oh, that's a great idea, Sharon. She says she would like to try making a wreath with some of that. That would be beautiful. Yes, Lisa, finally we're on the move with the Joy Box. And Grandma Anna says, don't send me one till June. I'm going to my son's for my granddaughter's graduation and 18th birthday. Got you. She's talking about the Joy Box. Well, right now, it'll probably be June anyway. Hello, Bevy. Oh my gosh, welcome in, my dear friend. How are you? So glad you're here.
Hi, Beverly.
Denise says she is coping with yarn. Lisa says, sorry, I'm not staying on long. I'm going to my local wool shop. They're having a sale on wool, and I would like to look at some. Absolutely, because, you know, she's in Australia, so it's the afternoon for her right now.
Oh, I remembered Lisa's channel name. So I got the poof idea. I was watching Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to her, subscribe to her, because she's about this close from 7,000 subscribers. So subscribe to her. I really enjoy watching her a lot. And she does a lot of craft fairs and stuff. And she does really well at them. So check her out. But that's where I got the idea for the poo, the buff puff, whatever you want to call it. That's where I learned that about it. And she follows the one from Creative Grandma. So yeah, check out Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations. I love her.
So Bevy's asking, where'd you get the pattern? So if you will, Bevy, clarify what you're talking about. Is it the poncho or Trish's poofs? Hello, V. Welcome in. So glad you're here with us. And then Shirley is saying, Margie, it was Creative Grandma.
Oh yeah, for the poof, yeah. The buff puffs.
And Dana says, I'm buying some of Lisa's poofs for gifts at the Yarny Social. Oh, see, there you go. Dana, do you know how much she's selling hers for, out of curiosity? So everyone, we're going to go ahead and jump into our question for the night. And that question is going across the bottom of the screen. Oh, no, it's not. It's going across. It is, but it's not flowing. Let me get the other one off. Our little kind of inspirational thing for tonight actually says, we cannot cure the world of sorrows, but we can choose to live in joy. And that comes from Joseph Campbell. But here is our question for the night. What's the best thing that you've got going on in your life at the moment? What is the best thing you've got going on in your life at the moment? Jen says she was talking about the poof pattern. Okay. That is, as Trish was saying,
Grandma.
Miss Glinda. Dana says she didn't say yet. Anna says, the best thing in my life is Jesus and my family. I hear you. Jesus, take the wheel. Margie, I love it. Yes, she is preparing for retirement. Trish, what's the best thing going on in your life right now?
My daughter and my channel. And of course, my friends.
Well, I had just one answer, but what you just said. So if I was thinking more like in the brief moment, not like overall, but
oh,
no. That's what's so great, because that's just as important. The reason I came up with this question for tonight is, you know, I've been working like the last 2 weeks crazy hard on this baby shower and getting excited to, you know, welcome our second granddaughter, our second grandchild, who happens to be also a little girl. So Mr. Joyful and I are going to have 2 granddaughters into this world in August. And as I was sitting there turning brown paper bags into cute little girly frilly ribbon decorated boofs. I thought, what am I going to do for my question this week? And then literally it was 2 nights later when we're sitting there working on more games and stuff and putting it together. I was like, voila, what's the best thing you got going on in your life at the moment? And for Mr. Joyful and I, it was getting ready for this baby shower to welcome our new granddaughter. But if I had to say, then of course, yes, it would obviously be, my family, definitely Mr. Joyful, and my channel, because it connects me to my friends. So hello, Amber, welcome in. So glad you're here. Let's see, we've got several more answers. Dana, love it, says grace. She is most thankful for grace. Indeed, something that we don't deserve, but we have been given. Greg, I love your answer, Dana. That was awesome. Jean says back from school, hopefully feel better tomorrow so she can start crafting away. I hear you. Sharon says her kids, her church, and being able to use crochet in ministry, right? And Shirley says being around her grandchildren. And Amber says work and YouTube are going great. My kids are so happy and they think mommy is cool for once. Oh my gosh, that's kudos right there. That is something to be very happy about. Because our kids.
I can't wait for your video, Amber. We met yesterday because I decided I'm not going to do mystery boxes. With everything I got going on in my life, it's just too much of a headache. So I'm like, okay, I just want it out of my house. Okay. So I'm like, I'm going to send even to Amber an email. See if she'd be willing just to take this off my hands. It was kind of like, you can have it for free. If you want to make a donation or whatever, that's fine. But you can just have it. I just want it out of my house. And when she saw it, you should have seen the look on her face. Because it was just like genuine surprise. Like she saw pictures of it. But when she saw it in person, exactly how much was there, I think it really surprised her. And I'm like, here you go, So now I'm just waiting for the video because I told her.
Uh-oh. We just lost Trish. Well, I'm going to catch up on the chat while we're waiting for her to pop back up. So Jen said peace. And Christy says, I'm so sorry. I've been in and out. We're having electrical issues. Oh, wow, Christy. I hope everything gets worked out soon. Sylvia says, becoming a great grandmother for the second time to little baby girl. Her name is going to be Summer Rose, and she weighed 7 pounds to 7 pounds to ounces and 17 and a half inches long. So that's the picture I got today. What happened, my friend?
I accidentally pushed the back button.
Oh.
I was looking at the chat and then I pushed the back button. And I forgot what I was saying now anyway. I just sidetracked myself.
You were talking about how happy Amber was. And yes, of course, that had to make your heart smile to see her excitement over that.
Oh, yeah, totally. And I don't even remember everything that was in that bag. So I'm waiting for her to post a video so I can see what I gave her. I'm just so excited. She actually was very kind enough to make a very generous donation, but she didn't have to. But now I'm just I'm grateful for it. And I can't wait to see the video.
So speaking of kindness and random acts of kindness, I had a random act of kindness that was done to me. In fact, I think it might have been my only Mother's Day gift because Mr. Joyful, you guys, he gives me gifts all the time, every day. Like he's all the time bringing home, my favorite fruit so I can have, or something I can throw in the protein shakes, or yarns. He's all the time surprising me with stuff. So we have kind of this written rule that, we don't have to necessarily celebrate holidays because, well, I'm getting gifts all the time. So with that being said,
Trish, every day is a holiday in the Bannerson house.
What's that?
I said every day is a holiday in the Bannerson house.
That's right, because there's so much joy. But Trish, I do want to say thank you to you and Halo for the sweet, kind, and generous Amazon card that you guys sent over to me. She did not know this, but I had something on Amazon as a wish list, and it's something that Mr. Joyful and I are both getting. Obviously, they're different colors because mine's going to be purple, of course, and I think he's going with red, which will stand out amongst our baby blue walls. But anyway, huh? Oh, he decided to go with blue. But anyway, we're getting new computer chairs. So they're on their way. So thanks to that, we were able to put that towards my chair. So hopefully, not tomorrow night, but hopefully next week, the wheelchair will be out of here. And I will have not only this spiffy purple computer chair, but you guys, guess what? Especially when I'm doing my Friday night 7:00 live, and then we go into movie night, and I'm going all that length of time without elevating my legs. Guess what? It reclines. It's got this little footrest that pops out. Now, I didn't know that it had all that until recently when we were really looking at it. I thought it was extra pillows. So at the dollar store, I found this little cute little mushroom stool, and I thought, oh, I can't wait to try it out. So tomorrow night will be the first Friday night I get to try it out.
But nice.
I will elevate my feet on this really, cute little stool that I got for $5 at the dollar store. But anyway, because, they have the little $3 and $5 now amongst their $1.25. But anyway, he's like, you realize that that's not like an extra pillow tucked up under there. So he started scrolling through the pictures, and when he showed me that thing leans back and actually reclines out with the footrest, I was like, what? I'm going to be chilling during movie night. But I'm really excited. My chair is purple, y'all.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you were able to get some use out of it. I was telling Halo wanted to get me something for Mother's Day. And obviously I gave her a limit because she doesn't work a job or anything, so I'm picking out all this stuff and putting it in my Amazon cart, and Halo's helping me pick stuff out. And I'm looking at my Amazon cart, and I'm like, you know what? It's nice to get things, Halo. I said, but what would bring me more joy? She's like, what? I said, why don't we buy a Mother's Day gift for a different mom? And then that would be an amazing gift from me. I would love that. I was like, what do you think, Halo? Maybe we could get Cynthia a little gift. And then I would be so happy. She's like, okay, Mom. So.
And it made me very happy. I was so happy to find it.
And I felt more joy getting something for you than receiving something for myself. And whatever's the happiest, makes me the happiest, that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, it was when I had that sent to your email, I just inside, I just, you just get that giddy feeling.
Well, let me make your heart smile even more. Todd and I had already decided that we were going to wait until June, like the 1st of June, to get that so that we had, we had all the money to pay it in full versus putting any on the credit card. And with, yours and Halo's generous gift, that's why we went ahead and jumped in and did it now. So
I am so happy. I am so squishy inside.
Yeah.
That's
so I will
awesome.
be styling in my chair. So
I can't wait to see it.
So let me go back up to the chat. So while I'm doing this and I'm trying to find where we were in the chat, which I just found it. I think. Yes, Grandma Anna. That is Trish's motto right there. Create random acts of kindness and senseless beauty. Love it, love it, love it. And Mare shares that her allergies have been beating her up, but today is a little bit better. And I had the honor of speaking with Mare this afternoon. And yes, we are definitely hoping. I know a lot of people suffer from allergies and they're just the worst. My boss is having a hard time. I just feel so bad for everyone that has to go through that, because spring is such a beautiful time of the year, but boy, it does come with all the pollen and the allergies and whatnot. So yes. And Tiffany says, so sorry, Mare, allergies are the worst. She gets allergy attacks once in a while too. All right. Jean says, Mare, I went to a gardening wedding Saturday and been battling with sinuses ever since. So today went to doctor and got antibiotics. Yeah, it's a tough, tough time. Sylvia, I will get Mr. Joyful to do that. He has the link. She says, Cynthia, send me the link where I can see about that chair. I need one. We'll definitely do that. All right, so Trish, we are at the top of the hour. So the question I have for you is, have you started your make-along project?
Yes, I have. And I have finished one. And it turned out too small because I ran out of yarn. So I won't be wearing it. But I haven't sewn in the ends yet either. But this is basically, it is done.
That is pretty.
It is done. I used the Muffin Yarn. So it's really nice. I want to start another one, but I only had 2 cakes of this Muffin Yarn. So
bye, Grandma Anna.
I might use the butterfly yarn that I have.
Ooh, butterfly.
I got 3 cakes of that. Or conflict. I might. I just posted a video on the yarn haul that I got today. An unbagging, a yarn unbagging. It came in bags, not boxes. But one of the things I got is this Muffin Yarn. And it's 100% acrylic, and it's 2,000 meters.
That's a lot.
And it's one of those where it's got like 3 individual strands that you crochet together with. But it's like purple, pink, and orange.
So pretty.
So, yeah. I should have plenty. But it's like 3 strands that you use to crochet together. It's Stenley yarn. So if you saw Bag O' Days unboxing, then you'll know. It's the muffin. It's taller than my head. It's pretty darn big.
You know, somebody's so sweet. She is such an enabler.
Who is?
Crystal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A lot of times I can be sweet. I can be like, no. But yeah, it was actually my friend Christine that enabled that one, because I saw that Bag O' Day had made a video on the Stanley yarns, and I'm like, nope, I am not gonna watch that video. And then my little enabling friend Christine comes, hey, Trish, did you see that new video by Crystal? Oh my God, those yarns are so beautiful. And you'd be surprised by the prices. Oh, you should go check it out. Here's the link. And I'm like, all right, I'll go watch Bag O' Day's video. And then after Bag O' Day's video, I found myself on the website and stuff was just jumping in my cart. And not only did they jump in my cart, but they charged my credit card. And so it came in the mail yesterday. It's like, fine, I'll adopt you. Okay. I already paid for you anyway, so.
I do want to thank everybody that was hugging Grandma Anna out and sending her off with well wishes. Would also like to say welcome in, Deanne. So good to have you here with us.
Hi, Deanne.
And Sharon says, she's why I spoiled myself with a Hobie order when I was approved for SSTI. Oh my gosh. Those are
people get back pay with that.
Yes. So I have not started my make-along yet, but I am this Saturday when I'm at the farmer's market. But I did do a special video Sunday with my members, and I let them pick out the yarn that I'm going to be doing the wrap in. And this is what they picked. It is Yarn Bee Wrapology Hules, and they picked the colorway April Bouquet.
That's what it is. Yes. I love that.
And so I love the fact that it is a lighter weight yarn. It's actually, I think, I was going to say a 3, but something popped in my head. It's a 1. It's a fine 2. It's a 1, 2, or 3, you guys. It's a fine 2. It's 90% cotton and 10% polyester. And so I'm very excited because it's going to make a very nice summery wrap. So
it is going to be nice.
Said I'm a little hazy, so I hope you can. Oh, there you go. You can see those colors really pretty right there. But I cannot wait to see how this comes out. Pam, I have not. She says, did you ever get your Hobie order? I have not. And I emailed them again on Sunday. And I'm like, okay, it's been 5 weeks. I'm trying to be patient. And actually, some of that Sultan yarn that I ordered was what I was going to do this month's wrap in. And they emailed me back yesterday and said to give it 1 more week. That just need to be patient, that it usually takes about 4 weeks. And I'm like, 1 more week? That'll actually put it at 6.5 weeks. Because right now, as of yesterday, it was 5.5 weeks since I ordered it. So anyway, I'm trying to be patient, you guys. I'm trying. Not doing a very good job, but I'm trying. So, hello, Adeline. So glad you're here with us. Welcome in. So our question for tonight is, what's the best thing you've got going on in your life at the moment? We always love hearing what's in your cup and on your hook. I did go to the doctor yesterday, and I do plan on sharing my report from that very, very briefly tomorrow night during Cup to Hook. So if you're not able to join us, you can certainly catch the replay. Jean says her Hobie order came very quickly. I don't know.
Mine takes like 2 or 3 weeks.
I have 6 luscious Sultan cakes sitting in customs in Florida, making somebody else happy, even if it's a box. Robin says, oh, my hobby order just got dropped off. I'm happy for all of you. I'm happy for all of you. And I genuinely mean that. But customs is making me feel like a yarn terrorist or something. Stop. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. Cannot wait for my yarn to get here. But no, Pam, I've not seen it, and Hobie just tells me to be patient. And I did. I emailed him back and I said, so just out of curiosity, how long is patient? Can you measure that for me in weeks? And I put a bunch of smiley faces so they know that I'm not like upset, but yet, you know, did kind of let them know that I have a YouTube channel and there was a special project that was going to be made, you know, out of that yarn. And so that's why I decided to give my members the honor of picking out the yarn. So I gave them 3 choices and there was a unanimous, decision. This was the only color that was chosen out of the 3 that I gave them. It was all Yarn Bee Rapology Hues yarn, but one was like a purple and one was very similar to this, but instead of these bright fleck colors in it, it had more like the browns and the oranges and the yellows in the other one. But anyway, and that's the one that was chosen. Robin saying just this second her Hobie order was dropped off.
Oh, I smell a video in the works.
I know, right? Well, that was the funny thing because somebody else asked me, well, are you planning on doing a video when they come in? Well, I don't typically normally do a lot of yarn haul videos, but oh my gosh, it's been such a big deal about this Hobie order that yes, I will show my yarn when it comes in.
People love yarn haul videos.
I will have to keep that in mind.
I get more views on my yarn haul videos than any other video I make.
Which I do. I do love going and looking at the other. That's how I know what to go get and how to buy, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, if it wasn't for Mare, I wouldn't have even known about Hobie or Hobie Bingo. Well, I've heard about Hobie through Crystal Bag a Day, but I wouldn't have known about Hobie Bingo except for through Mare. And then, of course, it was through Hobie Bingo that I realized that you could actually get that yarn at discounts and points. And that's the thing. I have so many points now that there's a lot I could get for free, but I'm waiting for my first order to come before I do anything. And then like 2 weeks ago, they had some of that twister yarn on sale and I wanted so bad, but I was like, no, I haven't got my first order yet. I'm not going to buy any more.
That's the next hobby order that's coming at my door. Is that?
I think I am saying it wrong. I think it is Hobie, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think I said hobby, but
it might be hobby.
But anyway, so yes, I am so waiting. Sharon said, I need my son to figure out my printer connection so I can use my Sultan shadow. Oh, wow. Sultan, it's coming. Hello, Linda. Welcome in. She says, hello, blessings, and good evening, everyone. I am from Rochester, New York. Well, it is a pleasure and a delight to have you here with us. I do believe this is your first time. So welcome in. Sharon says hers came in 2 installments. I hope mine's not coming in 2 installments. I just want one. I just want this luscious yarn. And let me tell you what, I can't say a whole lot, but also there is something else in there besides the yarn. And it's for a giveaway. But I can't have the giveaway until it gets here. And that's all I can say. Oh, I'm a poet. Way. All right. Robin got furls too.
I love my furl tucks. Oh, that's right, because she did a video on I forget what they were called, but like a special where, sometimes the coloring isn't right or the size is a little off. So you can get like pearls hooks at like this big discount, like half off or something. So yeah, she did a video on that. I saw it. I watch almost all of Robin's videos.
I love
That's
her
right,
interviews. I
Robin.
tell her all the time. She gives the best interviews.
She does.
I thoroughly enjoyed the one with Seta this week. That was really good.
I got to watch part of it, but I didn't get to watch all of it.
I had to zip out the last 20 minutes, but I've already gone back and watched the rest of it. So Christine, hello and welcome in. She says, what is everyone working on? She is doing the shrub. That's for this month's make along. So yay, Team Trish. Woo! And Mayor says the best thing for me has been blessed with some authentic good friends and the unconditional love from my furry family. Oh yes, cannot forget our furry families. They give the best kind of loving, I think. Thank you, Jean. She says it is Hobie. It is Hobie yarn. And Linda says, yes, it is her first time. And thank you. You are welcome. We are so glad to have you here. Trish and I both love welcoming you in. And we have lots of wonderful Joy friends here who will love you up. And our biggest wish is that you come in and leave with feeling so much more joy and kindness than what you came in with.
Yes.
And Adeline says, making shopping bags with scrappy cotton yarns looks good so far. You are more than welcome, my friend, to consider coming up on my channel tomorrow night at 7 to show us and share with us what you're doing and show us what you've got. We would love to see it. So hint, hint, hint. Robin says seconds ago she got that order, those boxes. Bags. Just all around goodness. Oh! You're welcome, Robin. She says, oh, I know. I'm so excited about that. So those of you that follow Robin, next week, she will have a live road trip to Seattle. So you definitely, I've never been to Seattle, so I am excited about that. And Pam says, they came out with a new streamlined silver aluminum looking one. It is so pretty. I keep going back and looking at it. Then if you keep going back and looking at it, my friend, you just need to throw it in the cart.
So it's silver looking, but it's acrylic. It's a streamline.
Hope you feel better, Jean. Hope you get a good night's rest and hope the medicines help. Love you.
Feel better soon, Jean.
Robin says, pretty sure Miss Trish is a guest coming up soon. Chill with Cat. What?
Wait, what?
You see it?
Pretty sure Miss Trish is a guest coming up soon. Yes. I am going to be a guest June 10th, I think.
Sweet.
Oh,
I can't wait.
The 19th. Okay.
Yes, next Thursday morning, Trish and I will be on with Connie with Just Another Stitch at 10:30 a.m. Central Time, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we would love to have you come join us. And Sharon says to Linda, welcome in. And I lived outside of Corning when I was a kid. That is awesome. Being able to connect there. Margie says she will be close to her daughter. And Jen says, Robin said seconds was furls seconds. Right.
Right.
With the furls, yeah. Just seconds ago. Crafty Heart said, my brother and his family live in Seattle and it is gorgeous. Well, we're all going there next Tuesday with Miss Robin, and she says it is the aluminum streamline. And Pam says it's aluminum, but it's shaped like the streamlines. I know, Crafty Heart. She says, I love going to visit, but unfortunately not soon enough.
Oh my God. I want one of those hooks right now.
I was trying to move fast so you wouldn't think about it, but I didn't move fast enough.
My palm trees are fully grown.
I love it, Christy. She says the best things I've got going on this week are a day out with my granddaughter and her parents. Also start 4 days a week for the summer. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Robin says, oh, the chill with cat was a picture that didn't go through. Sorry. Got you. I understand. And you know what, Robin, it might have for everyone else in the chat, but you know, StreamYard does a lot of those emoji pictures and makes them look different. And then sometimes instead of the pictures, it actually puts in words. Because I know that like when some of my members use the special emojis I have for them, instead of the picture, it actually put the word out. Like I had a teapot for one of them and I titled it Cup to Hook. Yeah, Cup to Hook. So all of a sudden I'll get cup to hook, cup to hook, cup to hook. And I'm like, what? And I finally figured out it's teapot, teapot, teapot. But anyway, so StreamYard does that. Christine says, I saw the new furls. It's beautiful, but I'm still on the fence with them since I'm a pencil gripper. And Wanda says they're sold out.
No. Well, they'll come back, right? I feel panic inside. Like they'll come back, right? Like it wasn't like a limited, like we got these right now for like 5 minutes and never again. Because like they got to bring them back.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. I love my streamline hooks. Okay. And I love my boy hooks. And if they've combined those two into one hook, it's got to be the most perfect hook on the planet.
Robin says, wow, they were only out for like a few days.
Wow.
Yeah, I just opened my email last night and it came out. I think I got it like Sunday or Monday. So, wow.
Oh, I'm so worried now.
Sorry. So I'm curious, is Tiffany, are you still in the chat with us? I have one more thing I want to share before we start closing up for the night. Isn't it amazing that when you're with friends and you're having a good time and everything is positive and there's no drama and you're just having a good old time laughing and enjoying each other's company, how fast time flies? But dang, if you're not trying to finish the last couple rows of a crochet project or get that project off those knitting needles or watching the clock for your job work day to end, if it doesn't go so slow.
Right.
Find yourself having fun with your girlfriends and your buddies, because you know we do have men that pop in here every now and then. Got to include them. The time just goes zing, 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 zap.
Right.
What's that? Oh my goodness.
Sold out.
Pam says Hobby Lobby has new hooks too. They're colorful. I saw the furls on the day they were released and they didn't have all the sizes. So hopefully they have more coming.
I was just at Hobby Lobby today but I didn't go look at their hooks.
And Tiffany is still here, so I want to share something. But first, Sharon says, I use Susan Bates. I tried the ergonomic handle baits, but it wasn't the same. Wanda says, I missed one by just a few minutes. I had one in my cart. I had one in my cart, went to check out, and they were gone. Wow.
They'll come back. I'm sure they'll come back.
So, FYI, God, you're going to have a lot of women praying for them furl hooks. And he cares about it. He cares. I promise you. Doesn't mean they're going to come back, but he cares. So you guys, I want to share some sweet happy mail that I received from Miss Tiffany. You know, I'm such a softie. The card alone, you know, that song You Had Me at Hello, the card alone had me at first glance. Look at that. Look at that. You see what's on there?
Butterflies.
Are they not adorable though? And then, of course, you know, I love my scripture. He has made everything beautiful in its time. How true is that? Ecclesiastes 3:11. Tiffany, I love the card. Love it, love it. Hadn't even opened it, and I was just like all mushy. Oh. But you guys, she's given me permission to share. And by the way, Tiffany, I have to say, this was probably the most clever way I had seen this done. And I will definitely be copying your idea. But you guys, look how she sent my stitch markers. Is that not adorable? They're taped on the card. Isn't that cute? Isn't that a cute idea? But my stitch markers say peace, faith, and hope. But even as great as that is, wait till you hear the meaning behind them. So there are only parts of this that I will share because there is one little part that's meant just for me. But she said, Dear Miss Cynthia, I recently started making stitch markers. And as a special thank you, I made these specifically for you. The beads are also something that I made myself.
Wow.
The colors of the beads are representative to the words on the marker. Blue is for peace, purple for faith, and green for hope. Thank you so much for being so very kind to me. I will be forever grateful for your kindness. I wish you all the best and many prayers and blessings for you and your family. Lots of love and joy, Tiffany.
Oh.
But anyway, Tiffany, thank you so much. I was just so happy when I opened up my P.O. box and it was like, oh my gosh, there's something in here. Didn't get excited because there was something in there. I got excited when I realized that it was actually for me. And even though I've had my P.O. box for 2 years, most of the time the mail that I pull out of my P.O. box belongs to the person who had the P.O. box 2 years ago. So when I saw my name on it, I was like, it's for me. And not the gentleman who used to own the box. So,
Tiffany, that was just the sweetest, squishiest thing ever.
Isn't it? But Tiffany, I didn't catch all of it. And I think it was in, I want to say, I was going to say Robin's Live, but I don't think it was. It might have been in Ola Joe's, Andrea, or VJ's Live earlier this week. But I know that prayer was going out for you and your son. And so I'm not really sure what that was about. But the great thing about God is when you pray to him, he already knows what's going on. Of course, he knows before it even happens to us. But I've been able to lift y'all up. Don't know what I was praying for, but he does. That's all that matters. And so I just pray that you are feeling his mighty hand move within yours and your son's life with whatever is going on. If you want to share, that's fine. I know that you shared something in that chat and I just missed it because I was driving. That had to have been Whose live was that? That was Robin's live, because I was driving and she asked me to be a moderator and drop links, and I couldn't because I was driving. So that had to have been Robin's, but yes, Robin. Okay, so it was your live. But anyway, just wanted you to know that we're definitely praying for you and your son, and know that God is bigger than whatever it is you're going through, and he will get you both through it. Wanda says Hobby Lobby has a teacup and saucer yarn bowl, and it has a tea bag in it. Oh my gosh. I have to go check that out. Y'all know I'm all about the tea. What's her name? Megan. I'm all about that base, I'm all about that yarn and that tea.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
silly tonight, y'all. I promise there's nothing but tea in here. I'm just in a good mood.
I like that song.
I do like that song too. There's just something about the bass in it. You just can't help but move.
I know. It's just so catchy.
Yes, Christine. That was a very
No trouble.
Tiffany. No trouble. Yeah. Hello, Becoming Me. Welcome in. So glad to have you. She says, hello, I'm trying to make a doll on the Addy Express. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I do like it, Tiffany. Thank you very, very much. In fact, when I go to start my make along for this month, it will be your stitch markers that I will be using. So Tiffany says, thank you so much. And thank you to everyone. Chrissy says, I need that. And Robin says, the aluminum hook has a couple sizes left. Okay.
So we need to hurry up and get off here, Cynthia.
So it must be one particular size. Pam says, don't forget thumbs up. Thank you, Pam. So Christine says, Trish got me hooked to hibiscus tea. Laugh out loud.
I love hibiscus tea. I actually have a big bag of dried hibiscus flowers that I got off Amazon. And I like to take it and make like a hibiscus tea Kool-Aid out of it.
Are you talking about the bowl and the tea? Is that what she's talking about? 50% off this week? The yarn bowl, the tea yarn bowl? Shirley says she has to go. She just got a call. Thank you for being here, Shirley. Love you, and hugs, hugs, hugs.
Good night, Shirley.
Pam says, oh, yeah, the teacup yarn bowl is Yarnology. And Pam is like, yes. Oh, my gosh. Well, you go for the furls hook. I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby. Oh, my gosh. I do use yarn bowls. I only have two. I have a small and a big, in the wood. But, oh, my gosh.
Todd, get ready.
I know. Well, my boss just talked to me about upping my hours, so that's my celebration. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's right. You go get that yarn ball to celebrate your extra hours, Cynthia.
Christy says, oh my goodness, I need your hibiscus tea Kool-Aid recipe. You have a hibiscus tea Kool-Aid recipe?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
So I have like this big bag of dried hibiscus flower petals, right? I got it on Amazon. And so I just take like a big handful of the hibiscus and put it in a pan with water, and I boil it for like, I don't know, a half hour or something until I know like all the flavor and color is out of is extracted as much as I can. And then I just take the liquid and I put it into like a pitcher or something like I would Kool-Aid. And put a bunch of sugar in it, and it's so good. It's like hibiscus Kool-Aid.
Oh my goodness, that sounds really good.
It is really good.
Tiffany says, everything has been such a blur over the last month. I'm just riding the waves, taking things one day at a time. It's all I can do to stay sane. Being here and the few other lives I hang out in help. Oh, Tiffany, you know, I know we need to probably go, but you guys, this is life. And this is what I love most about having a channel. So I know we all want to go look at the furls hook and whatnot, but if that's what you need to do, I respectfully, understand and love you and just want to give you a great big hug. But for those of you who have a minute, life is hard. And I mean, don't let anybody kid you that it's not. I believe it was 2 weeks ago, my little phrase going through, and I'm going to pop it back up here really quickly because, it really has a lot to do with life, because life is hard. And it says, let me go back and take our comment off real quick. The difference between adversity and adventure is attitude. Adversity is going to hit all of us. Every single day, there's something we have to face that we don't want to. And I mean that every day. Every day, the moment our feet hit the ground, the devil is going to try and shake you. He's going to try to shake you. He's going to try to break you. And the great thing is, as Dana from Wonderless Crochet shared earlier, we have all been given a grace that we don't deserve. We all have a Heavenly Father that truly loves us unconditionally and will move heaven and earth to get us through, every valley that we have to go through, to get us to the mountaintop so we can reap the reward of what we've had to go through. And sometimes those valleys seem so deep and so endless. The mountains seem so high and so unreachable. But the moment that we break that skyline and we can look out over that mountain and just breathe deep that we've made it, there's nothing greater than that. And it's those deep valleys, those long, winding, endless valleys that create us into the beautiful people that we are. And there's not a single one of us here right now that's not going through something. For some, it may be something very small. For others, it might be something great. But nonetheless, it's something. And, I have another little banner that I've shared, and it says, cover your joy friends in prayer. You may look at somebody and they might always be laughing and smiling and giggling like, oh my gosh, the adversities of the world just pass them by. Like they get missed by all the ugliness in the world. That is not true. We never know what someone is going through. Maybe they have a better hand on things. Maybe they're wearing a mask and they just don't want you to know or see. But if you're human, last I looked, we all are. And if you're breathing, you're going through something. And it doesn't matter if it's small or big. The point is, it matters. And it not only matters, but it definitely matters to God. And it should matter to us. If we truly love one another, it should matter to us to care about each other individually. It should matter to us to love one another through it. Sometimes we go through things in life and we say, God, why? Why am I going through this? Why me? Well, you know what? I used to be one of those people. Why, God? Why would you have me go through this? Why would you have me start walking again and then let me die? Why bring me back if you're going to take away my ability to walk again? And I got to, let me answer that for you, because he answered it for me. Because I chose you to go through this, because I'm going to bring somebody else in your path, and you're going to be able to help them understand what they're going through and why they're going through it. And maybe I'm not even going to give you the answers. I'm just going to bring that person in your path. And your smile and your love and your heart are going to give them the strength and the courage to get through it, because they're not going through it alone, because they're going through it with you. Maybe God brings us through things because he just wants to show us that he's present. He's there. So my friend, nobody is free from adversity. Nobody is free from pain. Nobody is free from hurt. The only thing I can tell you is you're not alone. And God sends beautiful people like each and every one of you to not only help each other get through these nasty, ugly adversities in life, but also to help us get through. I have so many people say, I don't know where I'd be, Cynthia, without those Morning Joy blogs. You have no idea the difference you make in my life. And my response is, no, you've got it wrong. You have no idea the difference you are making in my life, because you are there with me. I'm going through the same thing. Just because I am the vessel helping God deliver those messages doesn't mean I've got life all figured out. Doesn't mean that life is perfect for me. My friends, I am down on my knees with you, going through the yucks of life, being spiritually spanked and scolded because I don't love the way I should. I don't always do the things I should. I don't always think the sweet, cute thoughts I should be. I am in just as much need, and you being there helps me through. This channel, I don't know what I would have done over the last year and a half without you guys. The inspiration. I will forever, ever be in debt to the beautiful people that you are and the difference you've made in my life. So if we can pray for you, that's what we need to do. This is a safe place where you can be you. Because trust me, anybody has anything ugly to say, I'll be right quick to get them off. Because all of us need each other. Trish, you gave a beautiful, beautiful spill last week.
Oh.
On the same thing. And we never know what somebody's going through. You guys, to be honest, tonight I came on here and I completely forgot what I was going through. And that's because of you. I said I was going to share tomorrow night, but I'm going to go ahead and briefly share tonight because that's just where we've come. I did not get good news at the doctor's yesterday, and it blew me away. I thought for once I was going to go in there and my doctor was going to tip her hat to me and be like, way to go, kid. No, she scared me. Oh my goodness. My insulin got increased. My cholesterol medicine got increased. She basically told me that I was a walking heart attack. And I was like, what? No, the only thing I want to talk about is this leg. I don't want to talk about. Okay, we can fix that. We can fix that. I'll take the increased medication. I'll take the increased insulin. Talked about some other issues. My legs are continuing to go numb. not just from the spine surgery, but they're just literally given out. I cannot tell when I have to go to the bathroom or that I'm even going to the bathroom. What's wrong with this? Is the cage in my spine messing up? You know, did I go through all this for nothing? Nope, I got a UTI and it's badly infected. Okay, well, that's doable. We can fix that. All right, check, move on. Long story short, I've got to go back to physical therapy. I've got to drive an hour away to start getting regular injections. And we're going to see how all that works. And if I'm not showing vast improvements, then we'll consider me going to a neurologist for them to go and look at the spine. Because when I had the spine surgery, and as those of you who've been with me on the journey know, there was complications, and they had to literally abort the surgery, let me lay wide open for a day and a half, and then go back and try to finish it. When they did, they could not put the cage in my back in the spine as it should be through the back of the spine. They put it through the side. And there's always a risk of that cage moving. I had the spine surgery because the spine was crushing my nerves. Now there's a possibility that the spine and the cage are both crushing the nerves. And so what does that mean? Does that mean we do the surgery again? Well, my answer is no. I mean, I almost didn't serve well. Anyway, so just because you look at somebody, don't assume you know what's going on. And you know, one of the great things about one of the Morning Joy blogs we had about a week and a half ago told us that God looks at us from the inside out. It doesn't matter what your clothes look like. It doesn't matter what your hair looks like. It doesn't matter the car you drive, the house you live in. None of that matters. And that's not what God looks at. We do. We look at people that way and judge them, but not God. He only cares about what's in the heart. Not today, Satan, not on my playground. My phone trying to make noises. Anyway, I love you guys. We got really deep. But Tiffany, whatever you're going through, love, you keep putting one foot in front of the other. Everyone else, whatever you're going through, you keep putting one foot in front of the other. Whether it be someone through YouTube, your church, you know, someone you see on a regular basis down at the grocery store, the bank, the park, you find that one person that you can trust and be your true, authentic self with them, because you are worthy enough to have someone that you can unload what you're carrying, because God never meant for us to go through life alone. And this is the thing. When it comes to prayer and being a prayer warrior, I've heard people say, oh, I can't do that. I'm not good at praying. If your lips are moving, you can pray. It doesn't have to be eloquent. Nobody said prayer had to be eloquent. God doesn't want eloquent. He wants
sincerity.
That's right. He just wants you to talk to him. And I do not have to know what is truly going on with you, because he already knows it and he already has it. He just likes for us to request it. You know, the best way it was explained to me a long, long time ago, and I passed it on to, you know, all the youth that I worked with in youth ministry. You know, when God, you know, is a part of your life, and even when he's not, he's there. It's just whether or not we acknowledge it. He knows what's going to happen long before it happens. He's got your life mapped out before you were ever born. But it's like this, you know, I might allow my kids to take my car and run down to the convenience store or run to the mall or run to the movies. But I appreciate it when they at least ask me or say, hey, did you need that? I'm letting you know I'm taking the car. God's the same way. He already knows what's going on, but he loves it when we come to him and acknowledge things before him, because it shows that we desire to have a relationship with him. So I don't have to know what you're going through to pray for you. We don't have to know what everyone is going through to pray for each other. Does God like us to be specific? Of course. But we don't have to be. To love one another up and keep each other prayed up.
That's
You
right.
know, this world is quick to point out the negative. You go to a restaurant and your meal's not brought right, your order's all wrong and messed up. You're real quick to be like, excuse me, I'm not paying for this. But how many times when our order comes right, our meal is really good, the cook did an amazing job, the waitress kept our drinks filled, provided us with napkins and a smile and just is everything going okay? Are you enjoying your time? Are we quick to say, oh my gosh, you were the most amazing hostess. Please send our best to the chef because our meal just tasted great. Maybe 1 out of 10 people do that. But I guarantee you 10 out of 10 are quick to find something wrong. Life is hard.
Get ready for bed, okay?
So anyway, still hope you leave here with a lot of kindness and joy. I've ignored the chat. I'm going to come run over and grab it really quick. I know we've gone over, but you guys, Trish and I love you so much. And if there's anything that we can ever pray for over you, we would love to. All right, so there's Tiffany's. Let me pick up from there. Becoming Me says, hubby and I just had yogi sleepy tea. I put some CBD with melatonin in it. I am praying that you have a really good night's rest. You're definitely set up for that. I love that sleepy time tea. And there was a moment I had a packet on my desk for movie night, but I don't have it there anymore. Christy says, thank you, Trish. She is making it tomorrow. Yum. That's the Kool-Aid.
You're welcome. You know that sugar is to taste. So you can always add it, but you can't take it away. So be careful.
Christine asked if you ever use that hibiscus Kool-Aid to dye yarn.
I did actually try to use hibiscus to dye yarn, and it came out like the most palest pink. I was like really surprised because, oh my God, the color of hibiscus tea is so rich and dark cherry, gorgeous color. And I just thought, this should dye really good. And it didn't. I don't know if maybe I should not have used an acid, like vinegar or something. I'm not sure how. Even now, I still can't believe that the hibiscus, that it didn't absorb the color of the hibiscus. So I don't know. I'll find an answer though. Maybe I need to use a mordant instead.
A what?
A mordant. It's like a non-acid additive that you can, it's a different way to get color to cling onto something other than using an acid.
Okay.
That's my understanding anyway. But yeah, it's just a gorgeous, rich, beautiful, dark red wine color. And Yes, to answer the question, yes, I have tried to use it to dye yarn, but was not successful. But I might have been using the wrong ingredients.
Thank you, everyone, for your prayers for Tiffany. I'm sure she can already feel them, and I'm sure she's already feeling lifted up and feeling the love. And Tiffany says, that is so beautiful, Miss Cynthia. Thank you for that. You have my utmost respect. God bless your beautiful heart and soul. Christine says, amen. And Tiffany, prayers to you and your family. And Linda says, amen. Hugs and lots of prayers is all it takes to get through. Prayers move mountains. Just give God all your worries and he'll take care of the rest.
That's
God
right.
is good. Amen. Tiffany's continuing to thank all of you for, loving her and lifting her up, especially during this difficult time. And as she already shared, she's been really battling with some things for over the last month. So that's a long haul. That's a long time to walk through that journey. And so I appreciate the prayers that you offer up for her. Pam says, I'm so sorry. When I saw your post, I was so hoping for better news for you. Prayers for you and Tiffany. Thank you for that, Pam. Sharon, what a big heart you have. She says, love you all. And Tiffany says, to answer your question tonight, the best thing that is going on for me right now is that I wake up in the morning to see my favorite boys and all of you lovely and friendly people. Tiffany, I have goosebumps. You guys, I know YouTube has a lot to offer. If there's any and everything you want, you can find on YouTube. You can find it on the internet. You can find it on all social platforms.
But just know, with hardship comes ease. And even though it seems like hardship lasts forever, it doesn't, So, situations are here to either bless us or test us. But I think that when a situation is more difficult, the rise is, so much better. The blessing is so much better when the hardship is harder,
Right.
Does that make sense? So know that nothing lasts forever.
I know I say it all the time, and it may sound cheesy, but I never want it to be cheesy. God desires to bless us every day, and every day he wants us to have joy. And so when I say, let your joy tanks overflow daily, that's because that's truly the intention of God's heart, And I've had people say before, Cynthia, how can you expect me to be joyful when I'm going through this or I'm going through that? I expect it the same way that God provides a rainbow at the end of every rainstorm, So he's there and he wants us to find joy even in the chaos. In fact,
right.
that's the best time we actually fully get joy is when we find it in the chaos.
And sometimes that rainstorm contains a tornado,
Okay, Trish.
but that rainbow is still there at the end.
Yeah. Tiffany, I read that. I apologize. Christine said, this is my fear. I have to get surgery on my spine for my lower back, and I'm scared. I already had surgery on my cervical spine last year. Trish can tell you the heck I went through, and I just can't. It is scary.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm speaking from myself and my own experience. And I don't pretend to have all the answers. But after what I went through and losing my independence and having to become dependent on somebody, and I struggled with it. It wasn't always beautiful. There were days I didn't want to talk to nobody. There were days that, I just wanted to sit around and do absolutely nothing. Just stare into space was the most comforting thing. But when I had my embolism in August and God did take me home and brought me back. It was in that moment that my life changed. And I'm going to share more than I've ever shared in the past year and a half, but I'm only going to say it in a sentence. I learned to appreciate the fact at that point, if I never got out of the wheelchair and walked another step in my life, I learned to appreciate the fact that I may have to wear a pull-up for the rest of my life because of my spine surgery. I've never admitted that to anybody. I've never said that last fact on YouTube ever, and now it's out there. I'm not ashamed of it, and I'll tell you why. Because God chose to allow me to breathe again, and I am here. And to be here means I have a purpose. Maybe it's just to be Todd's wife. Maybe it's just to be a mom to my 3 beautiful sons. Maybe it's to see my granddaughter who's coming in August. Maybe it's 20 years from now when well, maybe not quite 20 years, maybe 17 years, 18 years, when my first granddaughter graduates from high school. I don't know. But whatever it is, we have a purpose. So, Christine, I know I said I don't want to do the surgery again, but the truth of the matter is, if that's what they tell me I need, I'm going to do it. And having been through it like you have already, it is scary, but we're here for a reason. As long as we're breathing, we have purpose. And you know what? I can sit in a wheelchair and crochet. And I can sit in a pull-up and crochet a whole lot longer because I don't have to get up and go to the bathroom right then. And I'm just trying to make fun and light of, because we need to find the humor in things too. I did not mean for tonight to get so deep. My question was all about, in my mind, this wonderful baby shower coming up. But you know what? That's what I love about my channel. And that's what I was going to say earlier, is I love being real. And there's a reason we're having this conversation tonight. Maybe it's all for Tiffany. Maybe it's for Christine. Margie just got some news on her back. Maybe it's somebody lurking that's not even let us know that their presence is even here. There's a reason that we're here together right now in this moment at the top of the second hour. But I know Trish feels the same way I do. She loves you guys just as much as I do.
I do.
And we're here for each other. You know, life's not all about yarn and furl hooks and cute little tea yarn bowls. It's about love and genuineness and caring and kindness. And I always believe joy. So we love you. Christine, that is a big decision to make. And I know Trish definitely is, and I know I am. But we're praying for you. And we know that you'll make the right decision, and your doctors will lead you into the best decision. And if not, take it to the one upstairs who knows what your tomorrow already has. But don't worry about your tomorrow, because he's already taken care of it. Just give it to him, and you'll know. He'll take you where you need to go. Margie
Cynthia,
said, yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's 9 o'clock my time, and I have to get Halo to bed. So as much as I'd love to stay on, I have to go.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
We usually aren't on this long, so it's never.
We're not. We're not.
Christine, send me a polo, please, and give me more information about your situation, because I don't remember you saying anything about your lower back. So, yeah, send me a private message, please. And I just want to tell everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate the fact that you take time out of your life that you can never get back, and you choose to share that with me and Cynthia, and it's very precious to us. And I have to go, but I want you guys to all just be really compassionate with each other and don't judge each other, because like Cynthia said, you never know what somebody's going through in their private life. They could be going through hell and walking around with a smile. So just be kind to each other, and of course do random acts of kindness, and do it for the sake of humankind and for humanity, because truly what goes around will always come back to you. Anyway, Cynthia, thank you for having me on the live tonight. I really appreciate it. I love you so much.
I'm just going to catch up through the chat, and then we're going to be calling it a night as well.
All right.
All right. Hugs, Trish. Love you.
Thanks. See you guys tomorrow night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Margie said, praying for everyone because we all need prayers no matter what. Absolutely, Margie. Christine says, blessing to all you ladies here. God is always good and gracious all the time. Yes. Chrissy says, hugs and prayers, dear sweet Cynthia. You are such an inspiration to me. Thank you, Christy. Adeline says, Joy, you have a lot to deal with. Thank you for having everyone in your prayers. Absolutely. I don't have much, but the one thing I have is the love of a Heavenly Father that I don't deserve. And so, yes, the best thing I can offer up is to offer the people I love up to Him. And Adeline says, maybe your name is Cynthia. I have been calling you Joy. Yes, my name is Cynthia, but joy is my life legacy. It's what I want to leave with every person that I come in contact with. And definitely when God definitely decides to take me from this world, I hope that that's what I leave behind is joy. Margie says, big hugs and love, Tiffany. Yes. And Wanda said, prayers for all. Like you said, you never know what someone is going through. So many people wear a mask to cover their pain and sorrows. Absolutely. And Christina says, oh, sweetie, I just got here and was able to hear you open up. Christine, sometimes God puts good doctors in our path to help us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lisa says, hi, ladies. I am back now. So I just have to ask you a question, Lisa. Did you find some good wool? Inquiring yarny friends want to know. And Adeline says, maybe for me, praise God. Yes. Renee says, it's better to be happy and smile because stress hurts. Well, you know, they say that it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. So we tire our muscles out more when we are frowning and grumpy than when we're smiling. Margie says, hugs and prayers for you, Christine. And Linda said, I always say to my kids, things happen for a reason, and the ones that don't also have a reason why they didn't happen. Yes. And may we not see it, and we may not see it now, but later in life, you'll see the big, my goodness, you guys, the big why things happen. Absolutely. You know, that country song that Garth Brooks sings, Unanswered Prayers, you know, so many times we get angry at God because He doesn't answer our prayers. But He does. He always answers them. They just may not be the way we want or in the timing that we want. And sometimes He doesn't answer them. And they're called unanswered prayers. But there's a reason, because He's bringing something bigger and better. Because after all, He knows our tomorrows. Christine says, I'm praying for you too, Cynthia, and thank you. Thank you, Christine, and you're welcome. Tiffany says, have a great night, Trish. Have a wonderful Friday. Absolutely. And Mayor says, prayers, Christine, for the guidance you seek. Thank you, Mayor, for that. That's a really good way to put it. Very encouraging words to her. And everyone is saying good night to Trish. And Tiffany says, prayers for everyone here tonight and anyone having to make tough decisions. Lift it up to God and let him lead your heart. He will lead you to the right decision for you. Absolutely. And Lisa is going to end our night on a positive, happy note and says, yes, I got some good wool. I got $100 worth of wool for $60. That is awesome. Oh, so happy for you, Lisa. She says, I got it so I can crochet a baby blanket. Fun, fun, fun. Well, you guys, this has been the longest we've ever been on. And do thank you for your patience. But I do thank you for being here and sticking through and just being, a really solid, firm foundation and backbone for each other and just lifting each other up through these difficult times and trying times. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Trish and I appreciate, your friendship and your support to us. And just thank you for coming out and hanging out at our house every Thursday night and just making it really special, making time fly in a good way. Well, I am going to say good night. I love you all so much. We'll continue to pray for you. I will be going back through this chat once it airs and going through and writing down specifically some of the things that some of you have mentioned. Some of you are already in my prayer journal, and so I will update those sections of your prayer. And Lisa says, I had a coupon. That's what helped me. Love them coupons. Tiffany says, thank you so much to all of you. I hope everyone has a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. I love you all. Love you too, Tiffany. All right, everyone. Take care. We cannot wait to see you again next Thursday. And again, don't forget that Trish and I will be on next Thursday morning with Connie from Just Another Stitch at 10:30 Central Time, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And love to have you come over and join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Cup to Hook Conversations. If you've got something that you would like to share that's on your hook or that you finished, I would love for you to grab the link up out of the chat and come join me. And again, at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, Mr. Joyful and I will be here for movie night, and we look forward to that. If you've never been a part of movie night, we do encourage you to come. We are doing Call the Midwife. We're in season 9. Even if you've never seen it, you can come and guess. The answers are all true and false, multiple choice with an occasional bonus question. You earn points. Points earn you tickets. Tickets earn you an opportunity to win a grand prize giveaway when we finish. If you don't want to play the trivia and you've really got a project that's on your hook that you need to just work on, bring it and come join us. And I guarantee somewhere through the night, you'll at least get one good laugh and a lot of love and hopefully joy, because that is my goal. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Can't wait to see you again soon. And until then, be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, make your own joyful creations, and above everything else, always be humble and kind. Mwah. I love you. Have a good night. See you around.